Just finished a tough session on the bike. Feeling good.
This morning's bike was pretty solid, 5 8-minuters at a sort of lower cadence, about Ironman wattage. I was aiming around about 260 to 270 for those. Then after that, onto the flats, and I did 2 20-minuters at 70.3 power. So I was aiming to hold, you know, anywhere over 300 for that, and I felt good. You know, numbers were high, so it's pretty positive. I reckon Crowie and I have this rivalry, but you know, I've happened to go well at 2 races that he's done and beat him, but you know, he's been toweling me up for many years before that, and not to mention the 5 world titles to his name. So I'm just a young upstart that's happened to have 2 good races while he's been racing. You know, I don't think it's much of a rivalry when you compare our resumes.
Today's set was just, you know, aerobic, upper end aerobic, set of 18 100s, starting off on 125 and building down to 115. So, you know, it's still pretty aerobic, but definitely the last few are starting to pinch a little bit, especially at altitude. You're finding your heart rate's up, it's a bit harder to catch your breath, but yeah, just some aerobic base work, warm up and cool down. Finish off with some hard 50s at the end of the swim as well.
So yeah, Team Bahrain, I knew it was forming earlier this year, and they were speaking to a couple of guys that I was pretty close with, and I had never really expected to be involved or to be contacted. And about March, I just got a Twitter message from Macca. Yeah, just asked me if I wanted to be on the team, and of course I did. You know, it's a pretty exciting thing for triathlon, publicity-wise and everything. So it was a pretty exciting time, and I got selected, and it's been good to sort of validate their selection with a couple of wins this year. So it's nice to get that recognition, I guess. You know, we put in a lot of work, and to see the fruits of the labour, so to speak, is nice. So this morning's bike was pretty solid, really race specific, and did the aerobic swim this Arvo. So I'm going to do a hard run tomorrow. Really try and nail that one. It's 8 1Ks descending, from starting off at about 3:30 and then trying to finish at, you know, 3 to 3:10 if I can at this altitude. I'll have to see what happens. Cool. Then Whole Foods. That place is life. I'm fucking crushing races.